Okay, first question, how's everyone feeling? I know obviously with Channing not feeling great. Everyone else okay? Hamstring okay? Yes. Everyone else? Marin? Sure? Okay. Would you tell me if you were not feeling good? Okay, that's how we'll start the second half. Okay, so nothing changes in the back line and Paige in the back five. Midfield will be as we finish. So we did make a little flip in the midfield in terms of our positions. We went from 2 6s or 6 and 8 to a 10 with now a single 6 and the 8 and 10 in front. Okay. Any questions on that? We made the change because of their midfield. So we wanted to see if we could match them up because we think we've got the beating of them in there. We believe we've got the beating of them with you three in there. And I think that's shown as the half has gone on because we've created better chances. Marin go down back in as a 9. Sam and Piper, we're just going to flip sides for you two. Sam's going in for Meg. Meg have a break, and Piper going on the 11. So in their back line, and we'll touch on what we spoke about before the game, and then kind of assess that a little bit. But a couple of notable players for them. On their right side, they're number 2. So going in Sam in there, she's pretty athletic, isn't she? Okay. I think soccer player wise you can beat her, you're smarter than her, but she's quick, she can keep up with you. So we're gonna make a little change there and see if we can really exploit their right side a bit more. Okay, because their left centre back, or sorry, our right side, their left side, their left centre back and their left back, there's a big pocket of space that keeps opening up there. So when a couple of times the ball got into Meg, she was able to play that little round the corner ball into that space there for Marin's run. Okay, so keep making that run because you're hurting them in the back line there. Okay, and then at times, Sam, maybe you get wide and you see if you could maybe take a first or second touch into that space and really take her on there. Okay, we know we get behind there. Every time we get behind there, we've either got us a set piece, a corner, okay, or we've got a decent cross into the box, and then it's just about the finish. Okay. Couple of individual points. Carly, Shule, we're doing a really good job in there of getting on the ball. And your decision making to penetrate and go forward and create in there is really good. If the shot's on for you, take it. Okay, and Crespo, same for you. If you're 20 yards out, you guys can all shoot. Everyone on this team can strike a ball so well. So you three in there, believe in it. If they're dropping all the way back into a really low block, almost into their box, take a shot. If it's on, do it. Okay, you've tested the keeper a couple of times. A lot of it's been pretty close to her, where she's able to tip it over the bar and catch it. But I still fancy us in there to get us a goal. Okay, how do we think we've done going from what we spoke about at the beginning of when we can advance, we advance with the ball, whether it's on a dribble or a pass, and when we can't, we try to switch it and go through another channel. How do we think we've done? Don't all speak at once. Let's go to our 3 midfielders, or 4 midfielders including Channing. Channing, Crespo, Shule, and Carly. How do we think we've done in there? You three especially, because you guys were at training the other night. Have we been successful every time we've got the ball in there? So what's been the downfall maybe? What could we have done a bit better to improve options around the ball to go forwards? Or decision making? Tani, you've been on the sideline with us, assistant coach. What did you see? Passing forwards. Okay, what else? What helps us, and what helped us the other night in our training session, knowing whether we could go forwards or sideways? Our body position. So there was a moment earlier in the game, Shule, where the ball went out here into Meg, and you went in this space too, and you played it into her. And she gave it you back. But the problem was, you passed it and then you ran in, but your body shape was still facing this side. Which meant you had a good touch. I think you tried to deliver it in here, but the wide open player, which was Crespo, was in probably about 20 yards of space in there. So as you play the ball in, as I play the ball to my 7, as I play it in there, have I had that little look over my shoulder, so when I get it back, I receive my front foot and I play out. And it's too tight in this area, so then how can I go to someone central? Okay, there was another moment, Carly, that I tried to shout onto you. We were attacking, and everyone was up here, Crespo had just had a couple of about 10-second phase where she was pretty tired in here, and you were the player that could have filled this space, but you were up here waiting for the cross, and we couldn't get the ball in because there was pressure on the ball. So she couldn't deliver it if there was pressure on her, right? She can't hit a long ball. So maybe the option is as you drop with an open body shape, maybe we could have come into you here, and either you go forward or we switch it out to the other side, which was Sam in that half. Okay? So what allows us to switch it? And that's, in both those examples, what allows us to switch it? We spoke about our body shape, we spoke about scanning. What about positionally within the midfield? What about positioning in the midfield? What do we always need to have from where the ball is to get to the other side? What is this? What shape is that? A diamond. So what do we need to have here? Someone that's where? Where is Crespo in relation to the ball? The ball's there. Where is she? Underneath. Good. What about on a different angle though? On a diagonal? So that's going to help too. So underneath the line of the ball, okay, and almost creating the bottom of the diamond. Remember the first exercise we did in training the other day? That little running exercise at the beginning that Peyton was struggling with. Okay? There was a diamond, there was two diamonds. It always went up and it went back and it went out, in, but it always had that supporting player under the ball. Okay? There was a method to my madness there because I wanted to see those back pictures. Okay? So we're doing okay, we can be better at it. So let's be better off the ball in terms of our positioning and our body position to receive. Okay? Up on your feet, head back into the bench. Ella and Madison, stay here real quick. Let me just speak to you very quickly. Okay, so a couple of times, and I know you were getting a bit frustrated, either with yourself or your team or whoever else, right? Because what was the position you were in a lot? Yeah, so when it's normally been their midfielder or their three. When this player's dribbling on the ball, okay, you've got a pretty hard decision. Not really doing so when you're playing the other side, right? You've got a pretty hard decision. The decision is what? To step, okay, or to drop. Yeah, so we can just hold this space. But the problem is you don't want to step there, okay, and allow that pass. So if you drop and just stay inside, apart from her keep dribbling and hopefully we can delay enough where maybe a midfielder can recover back in, okay, but you force her into one option, which is what? The ball there. Is that away from our goal? Yeah. But as soon as you do that, you make a decision for her. Because now that pass is on and now she's beating you, now she's going to be in here. Then it just becomes like a dog when you're doing doggies running back and forth. Okay, so hold your shape, stay compact, close the space between you and Skylar is the most important, the same for you, Madison, on the other side, and force them outside. Okay, just hold your position, because when you've been doing that, they've been giving the ball to you a lot. All right, good job, girls.